tails off. Didn't keep their composure at times, which we got to do, and just a tough game. They made one more play than we did. Thought they played hard. Lost the turnover margin by -1. Probably the difference in the game. We only had one turnover. Tyler Van Dyke, as I told you, is a good football player. Can throw it well. Thought we just started slow, especially defensively, and they just didn't make enough plays. Covered bus early. I thought two of them. We'll look at the tape and find out, but just got far behind, could never catch up. Never had a lead in the game, and thought we were going to take it in the fourth quarter. Fell short there at the end, and tough one to swallow, but we will bounce back. All our goals are still in front of us. Just disappointing. So, questions?
Pat, what was the explanation you got on the safety or non-safety?
Next question.
From the sideline, Pat, what could you see were the problems on defense?
At times, crappy tackling, on some of their now routes, just taking a shot and going to make plays. We didn't make plays, and give them credit. They got some good skill guys out there. And, we didn't make plays on the edge, making tackles. Just gave too many yards there. And then I know they faked reverse, and I'm not sure who kind of wheeled out. I know it was Mallory wheeled out, and we didn't cover that one early. But just some little things like that, and we'll look at the tape and evaluate. I'll have more answers on Monday.
On this Kenny's second interception, what was the miscommunication between him and Jordan?
We'll go back and watch the tape and look at it. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if it was a Kenny throw behind or Jordan didn't look like he looked quick enough. I'm not sure what it was. Not sure if it was a complete play or not, but we got to make a play there. Throw it to your best player. I'm not sure what happened. That's something we'll look at. I'll let you know Monday.
You mentioned a missed assignment. Were they doing some stuff you guys hadn't seen offensively?
There was a couple things. Obviously, every week you're dealing with stuff that they haven't seen, and they've never shown that fake reverse and the wheel down the sideline. We took care of some of the shoot problems that we had a week ago. They tried twice and we got them on them, but they found something else and we didn't make a play.
Looked like they were getting a lot of pressure. Were there some of the blitzes that caught you guys off guard? It seemed like there was a little bit more pressure on Kenny today than normal.
Yeah, there was definitely. We didn't protect the quarterback like we needed to. It was one of the keys. We thought we protected him. We knew they got guys that can rush. They got speed off the edge, and we'll look at the tape and see what it was. But sometimes it looks like we miss some guys. Sometimes they bring one extra guy than you can handle. So we'll look at it.
At only 13 carries total between Vincent, Izzy, and Rodney. Is that a product of just playing from behind for so long?
Yeah, we were playing from behind early, and we ran the ball a few times in the second half, which I thought was good. We just couldn't get it going, and then when we did, a couple times then we go back to it, and then all of a sudden you get hit for a yard loss. They're pretty good up front. They're active. And we got some guys that look like the guys that Clemson had last week. They're a talented football team, but it was more about what we did, not what they did. It was more about what we did.
Did you consider going for it on 4th and goal from the 5 when you took the field goal to cut it?
We thought about it. We thought we'd have more opportunities, to get back down there, which we did, and turned it over. But no, we didn't. 4th and 5's a long one. We wanted to get 3 there and go.
Was the Pitt special play, was that in all week? Was that a plan to use that this week?
Yeah, it was a plan to use it.
Looked like, go ahead. Looked like Eric Hallett was kind of late on several plays, whether it was out in the flat or deep down the field, even some passes that were in the air. What did you see from his performance? Because he's been a guy that's made a lot of plays for you guys this year.
He's been really good. I'm not going to talk about winning performance or losing or average or whatever it is. We'll evaluate it, look at it, but again, they got some good speed and certainly didn't like some of the things I saw out there. Sometimes you just kind of fall in our line back on some of those those now routes that we'll look at it. But it takes 11. It ain't just one guy.
There wasn't much film on Van Dyke coming into this game. That add an extra layer of.
You said there wasn't much film?
Not much film on Van Dyke. Maybe I only played 2 games.
Yeah, he played more than 2 games, but there's
Three
played
games.
Central Connecticut.
3 games, but did that add an extra layer of difficulty
No,
though?
we knew he was a good football player. I said that last week. We need 1 game. Watch North Carolina State put that on. There's plenty of tape. We knew we had a good arm. We knew he's a good football player. He's going to be a really good football player in this conference for the next 3 years. So he's a good player. I saw enough tape.
Pat, you had 9 penalties for 108 yards. Any consistent thread there? He's keeping guys' heads. Is it knowledge in the rules? What do you see?
No comment.
Pat, you talked about during the week that you talked about your guys being focused and not needing for this to be a letdown game after such a big win. Did you think that there was any problem with preparation going into this game, or was this just more of a on the field situation?
Yeah, I think it's an on-the-field situation. I think it's a make-a-play situation. I think that's what it is. I mean, they were prepared. They were locked in. Thursday walkthroughs, Friday walkthroughs, guys were loud. I'm down at the other end of the field. I'm hearing our guys communicate, talk. Our guys were prepared. And again, you can't prepare for everything. You don't know what's coming, but our guys were locked in. I felt like we knew, a lot of things that were going on, and they made a few more plays than we did.
Anything final?
Obviously, Kenny wasn't perfect, a couple interceptions, but for him to throw over 500 yards, and then even the Western Michigan game throws 6 touchdowns, and the defense not being able to keep 2 teams like this out of the end zone. I mean, how frustrating is that for you as a defensive-minded coach?
It's frustrating. I mean, no doubt about it. And we throw a couple more touchdown passes as well. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a shootout. They got good talent. We got good talent. And, the goal of the game is to score 1 more. And we didn't do that today.